And we're live, Maya.
Welcome, everyone, to the Plaster Dragon on our very special 4th of July episode. I'm so excited to be hosting. This playset was actually written by a lot of our own community members, including Atavistic and Brian and Subsys Cyber in the chat. Welcome, everyone, to the Plaster Dragon on our very
Dang
special
it.
4th
Sorry.
of July episode. I'm so excited to be hosting.
I fixed it.
That was me. That was my fault. Yeah, we're so excited to be having a 4th of July show. I'm going to be your moderator, Maya Weissman, and we are going to be playing in the world of Independence Day. Full disclosure, I have not actually seen either of the films, so I'm excited to learn about them with all of you through this Fiasco playset. We're going to be using some kind of terribly awful human beings as representatives of our race as they deal with the aftermath of the second movie. Coming up with our upcoming events, we have on Friday, What the Fuck is My D&D campaign, where we're going to use the What the Fuck is, or Who the Fuck is My D&D character generator to make our characters. I'm super excited. I'm going to be DMing. Saturday, we are going to be doing a game of Bread that is going to be non-alcoholic, which is a first for us. And then next week, we're going to be doing a vampire-themed fiasco. And remember, we're currently at 86 followers, and as soon as we get to 100, we're going to be doing a giveaway of that very special dice coin. So tell all of your friends so that we can win that coin super fast. Any other announcements? Okay, without further ado, let's get into the world of the Independence Day film. Atavistic, you are first.
Did you want us to introduce our characters?
Let's introduce your characters. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Alrighty. So, hello everybody, I'm Atavistic. Today I actually will be playing Dr. Beatrice Lewis Snyder. I work as the lead technician at the Alien Dissection Department here on Area 51. And currently I'm married to Lieutenant Commander Jerry Lewis over there. And kind of feel like he hasn't been totally faithful. And we're going to see if we can expose that.
Okay, I am Lieutenant Commander Jerry Skids Lewis, and I will be playing a fighter pilot, actually a naval aviator, if you please, with my co-pilot, Lieutenant Riley Hot Eyes Ellett. And I'll be just the hero of the show, as I should be.
You're muted, Audi.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, sorry. I am Riley Hot Eyes Elliott. I grew up in a pretty war-stricken town that wanted me to join the military. I'm currently a co-pilot to a very awesome pilot. We have a pretty cool dog. Yeah, and I'm just here to blow stuff up.
And I am Jason Hunter. My real last name is Peterson, but that doesn't make for a good private investigator name, and so I changed it for professional reasons. I also grew up in the same war-torn area as Riley. We were an item back in the military academy. I got kicked out for reasons that were not my fault, okay? I didn't do it, and she had to choose between the military and me, and she chose the military. And in an interesting twist, Beatrice has hired me to investigate her husband's infidelity, and Riley Hot Eyes is currently my #1 suspect. So I'm going to be stalking her in as creepy a way as possible during the course of this fiasco.
Fantastic. We've got a cast of...
I need to find Jeff Goldblum for some reason, because he's got to be around here somewhere.
Got to be around here somewhere. I'm just warning everyone ahead of time that I did my Jeff Goldblum impersonation for my boyfriend. And his response was, "You know I love you no matter what, right?" So that is how good I am. Without further ado, now that we know our cast of awful people, let's get started. Atavistic, you are going to have the first scene. Where are you going?
All right, so we are actually going to be in the dissection lab, and I'm going to be meeting with my private investigator, Mr. Jason Hunter.
All right, what are you trying to get out?
Basically, if he's found any information regarding, he's been investigating Mr. Lewis, my husband, for a while now, and just wondering if he's got any information on him that, I can take to court.
All right. Let's see that scene.
All right. Ah, Mr. Hunter. So good of you to join me here in the dissection lab.
Ah, yes. Beatrice. May I call you Beatrice?
I prefer Dr. Lewis Snyder, but
Uh,
if needed, you may call me
no,
Beatrice.
hey, you're paying. I'll call you whatever you want. Dr. Lewis Snyder, good to see you. Why are we meeting in the dissection lab? This place is just it's creepy and gross.
I understand that, but due to the alien invasion and the alien threat, there's been a lot of questions regarding the alien subspecies, and it's my job to go in and investigate, and much as yourself, but my job is to investigate how we can exploit their weaknesses, this alien menace.
That's interesting. You found anything yet?
Well, they do have a new organ. I've dubbed it the Lewis Snyder organ. If I believe it allows them to breathe underwater, but I'm not totally positive on that one just yet.
Oh.
Anyways, you've now been under my employ for the past several weeks. Have you found anything on my husband at all? You've had total access to the entirety of Area 51 for the time being, as well as not only my personal quarters, as well as Jerry's personal quarters.
Well, I've been looking and I've taken a lot of pictures, but so far nothing completely incriminating. He's being careful, but I am suspicious that there's something going on with him and his co-pilot. They spend a lot of time together, and I've got plenty of photos of them, both on duty, off duty, and so I would be happy to share any of that with you, but nothing actionable yet. I may have to take more drastic measures to get you what you need, and I just want to know, how far are you willing to go to get what you want?
I know that Jerry's cheating on me. I know it, and it's got to be that horrid Lieutenant Hot Eyes that he's cheating on me with.
I mean, what kind of nickname is Hot Eyes? I mean, you don't give someone the nickname Hot Eyes if you're not.
Exactly, that's my exact thought. I mean, they have a dog together. They claim it's just for the base and everything. They rescued it, but no, I know that's not true. They must have adopted it together. I need you to find any and all information, and Jason, between you and me, do whatever you need to.
That's all I needed to know. I will.
I need to find out if he's cheating on me.
Within the next couple of days, I guarantee I will have evidence for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And if you need anything else, additional clearance or anything, let me know. I should be able to have the access to grant you that.
Excellent. I will. And any access you can give me would be helpful.
Now, I do know that you're currently at a level 7 access, but I mean, we do have like 38 levels of access here. I might be able to bump you up to a 15.
What would get me access to the R&D labs?
Probably a level 14. So just to be safe, we'll give you a 15 level clearance access.
Okay.
It may take me a few hours to get it, but I can get it to you by the end of the day.
Excellent. I will look forward to it then.
Thank you so much, Jason.
You too, Dr. Lewis Schneider.
I think we're done.
And scene. Okay. How do we think that went well? Or how do we think that went for Dr. Lewis Schneider?
Well, was he looking for proof?
I was.
He was.
Didn't find any proof.
I don't think he got proof.
Yeah, so I think that's a dark die. Who are you going to give that?
My cheating, lying husband, Jerry.
Awesome.
That's right. In Act 1, when you get a die, you give it away. In Act 2, when you get a die, you keep it.
Oh, so
Now it's your turn.
now do I? Okay, this scene, we're actually on our way to the local hotspot, and my whole goal is to leave the hotspot with somebody, and I'm tired of the wife's cold stares, and I just need to feel like I've still got it.
Okay.
Who are you in scene with?
I'm sorry. I'm in scene with my co-pilot Hot Eyes.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see hot eyes. I'm the pilot.
Okay. Hey, I really appreciate you coming along with me. I know it's kind of a weird request and everything, but I just got to know that I still got it.
No, you're fine. I'm a great co-pilot and a great
Oh, wait. I love this song. Oh, yeah. Highway to the danger zone.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Turn that up, man.
All right. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Okay.
All right.
Do you think the dog's going to be okay without us?
He's pretty well behaved. Maybe we can bring
Yeah.
him in as long as he's like barking at people.
Okay,
He's
I could say
old.
he's a
He'll probably
service
sleep.
dog, right? Service dog, so he should be all right.
Yeah. Just like, service dog. They can't question it.
All right, you want to go grab his wheelchair, or should I?
I'll go I'll put him in the wheelchair and we'll take him out.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna go back of the truck and get his little wheelchair because he only has 2 front legs. So I'm gonna put the dog in the wheelchair and I'm gonna put his leash on him.
Awesome. Okay. I hold the door open. We walk in and go. And first thing I do is I look around, and it's like, well, pretty target-rich environment in here.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Here, let me grab us a couple beers. Go
Okay.
grab us that table over there.
All right. I'm gonna go grab a table. Put the
And I
dog
go-
like behind the table so he can chill out.
I walk up to the bartender. 2 beers. Sweet. Okay. Just scoping the room and I nudge Hot Eyes and I go, I just don't think it's fair.
What?
They've lost that loving feeling.
Oh.
Follow my
God.
lead.
Oh no. All right.
I go walking over to somebody I see sitting at the table and tap him on the shoulder, and it happens to be Jason Hunter, who I'd seen around. He seems to be everywhere I think of, and you never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips.
Dude, what the hell are you doing?
Come on, Hide Eyes, it's your turn.
I'm gonna immediately realize who Jason is and be like, nope, sorry, no, sorry, and like go back to the table like immediately.
Riley, is that you?
Hey!
You know this guy, Hot Eyes?
Yeah. So chug my beer. Chug it.
Yeah, you might say that we had a future together until she walked out on me.
Oh, you went out. I was. Do you think I could have a seat here? What's your name?
Name's Jason. Why do you want to sit here?
Let me buy you a drink.
I got a drink, and I don't know why you're singing to me, but it's kind of weird and awkward, especially with my standing here with my ex. I don't know what kind of sick game you're playing, but I'm not about it.
Ever since the military repealed the whole "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" act, my life has gotten so much better, and I just.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna hit him on the back. Like, yeah, support you, dude. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna go back with it. I left the dog. So I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Hot Eye. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for your support. So,
the dog. I'm gone.
I'm a Virgo. What's your sign?
Stop. My sign is a stop sign. Okay.
Oh, that's wild. Oh. So, yes, I've been married. I'm just tired of living the whole lie thing. And there's something I've seen you around town. I've seen you checking me out every now and then. And I just gotta say, I just had to come over.
Well, you came over, and now you can go back. You seem like a nice guy. I don't swing that way, but Uh, oh, you know what?
Hey,
Hey,
don't
maybe.
don't knock it till you try it.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and knock it. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it because
You're gonna knock it? Yeah, baby. So come on. I got my trucks right out here. Hot Eyes is good with the whole thing.
hang on, are you saying like you, me, and Hot Eye? This is just getting weirder by the minute. All right.
Hey, you're the one that brought up knocking it, and I'm just thinking, man,
Okay,
I'm
look.
so glad you're so open minded and everything, and let's do this.
Okay, look. I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. You seem like a decent guy. If you want me to help you find someone, I'd be willing to do that, but I am not that someone.
How do you know you're not that someone? It's
How
give
do,
it a night.
how do you know you're gay?
Oh, I've known forever.
And I've
I
known
mean,
I'm
it's
straight
it's just.
forever. It's the same kind of thing.
You sure that just this
Oh, I'm
once?
sure. Not even half a time.
I walk back to the table and man, can you get me another beer to put out these flames?
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna go to the bar and like immediately avoid and get another beer. Just come and give him a beer.
And end scene.
All right,
Wow. Oh,
that did
okay.
not go very well for you.
No, it didn't.
It
So
didn't go well for Eddie.
one more dark died down. Who are you going to give it to?
I broke my heart, broke all my wishes and dreams. It's going to that private dick over there.
Dark die.
Woo-hoo. Okay. Howdy.
I'm gonna do a scene with my wonderful ex, and I'm gonna wait until like we leave the bar, and I'm gonna wait outside the bar till he leaves. And my goal is to try to figure out why the heck he's been following me and my pilot.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish?
Figure out why he's following us.
Got it. All right, let's see that.
All right, so he's gonna come out the bar, and I'm gonna grab him and pin him against the wall. Why are you following me?
Hey, I always knew you liked it rough, baby.
Oh my god. Why are you following me? Again, I will ask.
All right, I'm gonna level with you.
Okay.
Interesting twist of events has brought me here, and I happened to see you while I was working a case, and
Mm-hmm.
I never really got over it, okay? You left. I thought I made peace with it. I didn't. And now here we are. You followed your
Yeah.
dream. I followed my dream, but we have another chance.
That wasn't your dream. You fucked up and you ended up here.
Okay, I did not fuck up, okay?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I was set up. I was set
Okay.
up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't steal anything. I got bounced out on just trumped up charges. I don't know why that CO had it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wanted you for himself, personally.
Okay. So here's how this is gonna go. You're gonna tell me why you're actually here. Because this whole second chance bullshit, I'm not gonna believe at all. Number two, you're gonna do it real quick before I break something.
What do I got to do to prove to you that I am here for you?
You know, a phone call would have been nice. Something. Not just showing up places.
Yeah, your number isn't exactly listed. They don't really list cell phone numbers. I mean, I would have called,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been trying to find an opportunity to get you without, you know, Skids McLightloafers over there.
Hey, he is a great friend. You leave him alone.
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem to know how to take no for an answer.
You know what? I'll give you that. And I'll work on that with him. However, I'm going to let go of him. Just take a step back. I'm really confused right now.
Look, how about I would say we go have a drink, but I feel like we've already had a few too many.
Yep.
Can we just walk and talk?
Fine.
Look, there was something in me that you saw once upon a time that you cared about. And if I had stayed in, if I hadn't gotten bounced out, we'd probably still be together. That's got to count for something.
It counts for something. It's very small, but it's something, I guess.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there is the minuscule of a chance, but I'm very still skeptical of you.
Hey, that's fine. I understand. I can work with that. I will do whatever it takes to earn your trust.
Come help me get the dog out of the wheelchair.
All right. And he walks
Gonna-
over and he helps get the wheelchair, the dog wheelchair out of the car and
Into the truck.
into the truck. Folds up the wheelchair, puts it in the back of the truck.
I'm gonna walk over to the driver's side where Skids is and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go walk with this guy for a little bit. I'll meet you back, base."
Whatever.
Hey man, no hard feelings. And
Honey,
I meant what I said. If you need me to help you find
There is-
someone,
an amazing man out there waiting for you, and we will find him. I promise.
Hot Eyes, you're the best.
Oh,
hey,
honey.
hey, look, man,
I'm gonna pat his face. He's like, "It's okay."
I'm a detective. If anyone can find a guy for you, I can find him. You just tell me what you're looking for. As long as it's not me, and I'll help.
Okay, I'll see you later.
And
Goes back.
as they turn to walk away, Jason tentatively reaches down and awkwardly tries to hold Riley's hand.
She immediately pulls her hand away. Nope.
All right. Too much.
Not there yet.
Too much.
Not
Too
there
fast. Sorry.
Hmm.
And I drive away with still a tear trickles down my cheek.
And scene.
All right.
I didn't find out why he was actually there.
Technically, you got some information from him.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Chat, what do you
true.
think? Is that light or dark?
I mean, I'm not the
How
right
much
judge
of that
here.
information is true? Is the
I mean-
question.
You got some information about your. Oh, they're saying dark. All right, we're gonna go dark.
Dark,
The
okay.
audience is saying dark.
I'm gonna give. Oh, I don't want to give it to anybody. Well, I'm gonna give it to. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to my ex just because I can.
All
There you
right.
go.
All right.
too dark.
I got
Oh
me,
no.
I got me 2 darks.
Jackwalk isn't even watching, but he knows that it's always dark.
Well, there was
Popped
some,
into chat just to say.
there was some truth into my motivations.
There was.
I wasn't
But-
entirely lying. I just didn't tell all of the truth.
But mostly. All right, and your turn.
All right. I want to do a scene in the R&D lab where I want us to be like in the evening where Beatrice has gotten me my clearance, and I want to talk to one of the techs in the R&D lab and get oriented on some of the equipment and just say I'm doing a special project for her. I'm trying to see if I can get access to some advanced photo compositing software.
Okay. Oh. Hello.
Oh, yeah, Hunter, clearance 15.
Oh, I haven't seen you around lately, but no, come in.
Yeah, no, I'm on special assignment to Dr. Louis Schneider.
Oh, right. Doctor. Yes, come in. We have,
Yeah.
what are you
Well,
looking for in particular?
As you know, she's working on some very important projects for the survival of our species against the alien
Right,
menace. And
right.
so she's tasked me with some research for her, and I was looking to see if you have any better tools than the private sector for things like photo enhancement, compositing, and analysis, so that we can zoom in, magnify, that sort of thing. and manipulate the images so I can try and help her pinpoint what are the best spots for delivery of some of her new weapons and techniques.
Oh, of course. Are you looking for things more on the software side or the hardware?
Well, I would think hardware side because whatever software you have is probably not going to run on my laptop.
That is correct. Right this way, and she leads you down um, one of the many hallways, and she types in a long code into a keypad and opens a door. She goes, "Here we have some of the most advanced imaging technology. We take normal images. They can take images from up to 2 miles away. We've also got some thermal images that can, uh, look at the thermal signatures. And we also have sonar that can be used in space or on land.
That is interesting. Now, what do you have in the way of being able to analyze and work with images that may already exist?
That would be more on the software side of things, which is what you told me you didn't want.
Well, I don't. I mean, that's why I'm here is because I need to understand this technology. Okay, I mean, this sounds useful to me. Maybe can you show me how the distance imaging thing works?
Sure. And she kind of grabs like a big uh, camera. It doesn't even look like a camera. It's so big, and there are so many extra accoutrements. And she leads you outside, and she goes leads you to just like right outside in the desert. And she sets it up on like a little tripod, and she points out a zoom and goes, "This will show you the distance, the approximate distance away." And so, like I said, you can zoom up to 2 miles away as long as there are no obstructions.
Okay. And he takes the camera and kind of orients himself toward where Jerry's quarters are, but the level isn't good enough. It's kind of down on the ground, so there's like some brush and stuff in the way. It's like, oh, I don't think this vantage point is going to be great. I think I might need some elevation here. Oh,
I think we need to go to a technical difficulty screen really fast because Audi's power just went out.
okay. We're already on technical difficulties. You'll see it in just a second.
She appears still online.
I do hope that when she comes back that it doesn't change the order, but I somehow know it will.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Her power's back on. She's waiting for the internet to boot back up.
Okay.
I think it was just like an off and then on, just long enough to fuck us up.
That's right.
What was your goal in this one again, Brian? To get the software?
Yeah, my goal is to be able to get access to image enhancement software so that I can uh, manipulate things. And at the moment, the people with dice are Wolf has one dark and I have two dark. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm keeping the Twitch chat updated. Oh, Billy's giving bits based on dice. It looks like. Oh, he gave 6 bits for you singing, 6 bits for a dark die for a broken heart.
I think he's just giving bits.
Yeah, people are just like giving like.
Oh, they can hear us.
Oh,
Oh. thanks, Jackbox. Just trying to keep.
that's right.
This is our radius. Actually, we can continue
Yeah.
the audio side of your.
What? Yeah,
Is that
that's true. We'll go ahead and continue to do the audio of the scene for you folks in the audience there. while we're waiting for the internet to return. But yeah, Florida brownouts are always awesome.
And that's why we're centered in Florida.
Huh.
All right, sorry, where were we?
Yes.
So she takes the camera and she shows you, and it's got an impressive zoom out in the desert, or not Utah. I have no idea where Area 51 is.
New Mexico.
New Mexico. It was close enough. You can get very far, and it's got, you can take a very high quality image from very far away.
Is this the kind of thing that I can check out here to make use of?
Yes, of course. I'll just need to have a photocopy of your license on file.
Certainly. Let's head back because I still want to check out the image software as well because
Right.
and are there systems in here where I can use my clearance to come in and just work with those computers?
Of course.
Great, great.
We have a whole computer lab that has all of the software already loaded on.
So I can get my images with this and then I can go and analyze them there. That's perfect. That's exactly what I need.
You won't need any enhancing software for images taken on this particular camera. But you can also use our databases to do facial recognition and that sort of thing.
Interesting, interesting. All right. That gives me what I need, and we head back to the lab and spend maybe the next half hour or so uh, getting a tutorial and an orientation on the software so that I know what I need to do and getting my access verified.
Okay, I think that went pretty well for you.
And,
What
and
are you
I
gonna
got.
use this guy to?
I wasn't done. I didn't say unseen.
Okay.
And what was your name again?
Ariana.
Oh, Ariana, thank you. You have been so helpful. I will make sure to let Dr. Lewis Schneider know how instrumental you have been in the mission to save our planet.
Okay, thank you very much. Happy to help.
And scene. And I feel bad for Jerry for the heartbreak and anguish that I caused him. So I'm going to give him that light die.
Oh, of course, they can't see that, can they?
Yeah.
They cannot at the moment. They can hear us, but hopefully Audi will be back shortly.
I don't want to go on without.
No. All right. So why don't we uh, go to mute then for right now, and we'll be back to our audience shortly.
Okay, are we actually muted this
talking.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. Our internet is back on, and we are ready to go for the second round of Act 1. Our first scene for this round is going to be with Atavistic. Where are you going?
All right. I'm actually going to be calling Jerry on my way home from work. Basically want to invite him over and try and get him to commit to come over for dinner. Just so we can have a civilized chat.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Jerry?
Yeah. Hey, Billy.
It's Beatrice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beatrice. How
I-
you doing, hon?
I'm good. How are you, Jerry?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm making a go of it.
No, I hear that. Hey, so we haven't seen each other in a very, very long time, and
You know, I've been so busy. You know how it is. You know,
I do, and I've
being
been
a hero
extremely
and
busy.
everything, and
Right, you have always been so happy to bring that up. But listen, we haven't seen each other in a very, very long time, and being husband and wife, I feel like we should do our best to support each other as much as we can.
you know, I've
And
been supporting you all my life. I've stuck by you through thick and thin. I think I feel like I've done everything to make us work, and
I know, Jerry, and I'm sorry for being so busy and putting everything on your shoulders. Listen, the reason I'm calling is I'd like you to come over for dinner. It's been a long time since we've actually sat down and just enjoyed each other's company.
well, I'm assuming I can bring Hot Eyes with me, right?
I mean, I'd rather it just be the two of us.
Well, can I at least bring the dog?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, he just, if I'm heading to dinner, then I'm sure Hot Eyes was probably going to put something together. So I don't want to leave Sasquatch at home alone.
That's right. Your dog's name was Sasquatch.
Of course it is.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't really expecting a third wheel. Sorry, didn't mean to.
Oh,
I'm sorry. But no. Sasquatch is more than welcome to join us for dinner. I just would like to sit down with you and maybe have a bit of a discussion and kind of see what our next step might be for the future.
Okay, I promise to take him a walk beforehand so he doesn't poop on the bed again.
I really appreciate that. But I know it's Thursday. Are you free tomorrow?
Check my Rolodex real quick. Yeah, I can make tomorrow work.
Wonderful.
I don't know why I'm checking a Rolodex.
Wonderful. Well, Jerry, I really do appreciate you talking with me, and I do look forward to sitting down with you tomorrow. We've just got a lot to talk about.
Actually, I think we do have a lot to talk about.
And so, but yeah, that's that's pretty much everything that I wanted to discuss. Is there anything that you want to bring up?
No,
Before
I
we hang
can't
up?
think of anything else. I'll be on my best behavior. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. I love you, Jerry.
Do you?
Click.
oh,
Ugh.
oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
goodness.
well, I got him to agree to come to dinner, so I think that's a light.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a light ish. Who are you going to give that to?
I mean, I wish I could give it to Sasquatch the dog, but
You unfortunately not.
unfortunately not. I think, even with all my animosity towards Hot Eyes, I feel like she may deserve something happy in the end, so I'm going to give it to her.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yay.
All right. Jerry.
All right. I think I'm heading to the next day and on my way to dinner and see how things work out at the dinner.
Right. Go
Oh,
straight.
and my final goal is to get Beatrice to sign the divorce papers.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, Jerry, please come in.
How you doing, Beatrice?
Thanks. I'm doing well. How was your day?
It's this whole week's been kind of interesting with some things that have been going on and everything, but I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm good. Well, dinner's here. I got us some Chinese takeout. I hope you're okay with that.
Well, it's got to be better than your cooking. I mean, yeah, Chinese is great.
Well, you're not wrong there, Jerry. I never was good with cooking in the kitchen.
Too
But-
much time in the lab, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, with you flying all over the place up in the air, couldn't get your head out of the clouds.
I had a job to do, and I did it well.
Jerry, I'm not trying to get in an argument with you here today. I want to know where we stand. What we can do to make this work.
Billy, I've bent over backwards. I've done all I can to make you happy. I mean, even when we were kids, I stood by you, you being the only black kid in our elementary. I was always there for you. And I feel like I've supported you for so long.
Well, I definitely agree, and I feel like I've been there for you, especially when you were having such a hard time at the academy. I mean,
we don't need to bring that up.
I think we do, Jerry. I really think we need to bring that up.
That was so long ago. Why bring up old wounds?
Because I still think those old wounds may be festering. Those may be why they've been tearing us apart.
You know what's been tearing us apart.
I don't want to say it. I mean, but I think it needs to be said. I know you've wanted children for a very, very long time. And unfortunately, with this transition that I've been through, we knew I couldn't have children. We knew I was a boy before all this.
I know. And ever since your sex change operation, I just feel that something's been missing in our relationship.
What? Because I don't have a penis anymore?
You know why I married you. You know why I hid your whole transgenderism during high school and everything. How I kept your secret that you're really a boy. Because I love the maleness of you.
Gary, I
can't take it any longer. You're always complaining about me leaving the toilet seat up. You put the toilet roll backwards, and you keep squeezing the middle of the tube.
I prefer doing all those things. You know that. I mean, I don't understand why we can't make compromises and exchanges. I don't understand why
I didn't realize that the exchange was going to be from man to woman. You've changed our entire relationship. And I've tried to be supportive. I can't stand it anymore. I want a divorce.
Well, Jerry, I think that may be for the best. I'll see you in court.
Yes.
I'm taking everything of yours.
I get the dog.
You can keep that stupid flea-bitten mutt.
Oh, stupid! Sasquatch is the greatest dog ever.
Sasquatch is nothing but a made-up fiction of imagination of a madman. He doesn't exist.
Sasquatch poop on the bed.
No, you don't, you dirty little mutt.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I go grab Sasquatch and drag him out the door.
I think that's an end scene.
Okay, that was a scene. You got
I mean, technically a light
You
die.
got-
I mean,
her to agree to divorce, so that's a good die.
Yes.
does Billy have any dice yet?
Beatrice does not have any dice.
No, Beatrice does not have any.
Well, I think just as a parting gift that I'm giving Billy the light die.
All right, we're giving her a light die. Audi.
Where do I go with that?
That is an excellent question.
I think I'm gonna call Skids because I know he was going to his wife's house. I'm gonna call him, see how it went. My goal is to kind of like just comfort him, see if he's okay.
Hey.
He's my buddy. So I'm gonna like assume like a dinner has passed. I'm gonna call him. Like, hello.
Hey, Hot Eyes.
Hey, Skids. I wanted to check on you, man. How are you? What's going on?
You know, I was so angry earlier, but I feel like there's been this great weight lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah, what happened?
You know, I've been having issues with the whole don't ask, don't tell, and what you might not have known is the relationship with my wife hasn't been going so well, and frankly, I just couldn't take it any longer. I couldn't live the lie, and well, we're getting a divorce.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's good. It's a good thing.
Is it a good thing?
It is a good thing.
You guys
And
are so in love.
you know, we were, and then she went through her transition, and there's just something missing in our relationship.
I guess.
And so I just had to do kind of like she did and cut the whole thing off.
I mean, listen, man. You know I'll support you in anything you do.
You know, you've always been there for me, Hot Ice. You really have. And
you should take a breather and think about it.
you know,
Listen, hear me out.
Okay.
You only get one type of love in your life before it's gone. And you two I was there. I saw it. And
But so much has changed.
you know, one thing has changed. And we both know what that is. However, you don't fall in love with someone over something like that. You fall in love with someone as a person. And I fucked up the one love I'm going to get in my life. Okay?
Yeah, well, that was like a weird night.
That was a very weird night. It was a weird couple of years, I tell ya. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, if I'd known that he was, it was kind of awkward, but I had to go for it.
No, trust me, it was amazing to watch. I'd pay to see that again. However, I think you should think about it. Take a break from each other. You're not so angry at each other, but think about it.
There were some things that were said.
And sleeping next to a dog every night with a bottle of whatever alcohol you could find that day. It's not
Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea right now.
for one night maybe, but it gets a little repetitive, and Sasquatch does poop the bed a lot. Not fun to wake up, and disgusting.
It's hard for him to get outside by himself.
I know, and I'm a
It's-
heavy sleeper, especially with
Yeah.
the alcohol. So just
But you gotta love that Sasquatch. He sure brings comfort, doesn't he?
he is. I love him so much. I'm so glad I rescued him.
I just couldn't stand to see him stay there in that shelter any longer. We just had to bring him home.
We went there so many times, and he was always there.
I know. You're making me a little misty.
Okay, hold it together. Hold it together.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you, Hot Eyes. Thank you so much. I'll be home in a bit.
Okay, I'll make something to eat because I know your wife's a horrible cook.
Oh, she's terrible. She actually got Chinese. She knows I hate Chinese.
You know, at least she admitted it.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, see you soon. Click.
Click.
Well, Jerry, do you feel comforted?
You know, how could I not be comforted talking to Hot Eyes? I mean, she's had my back this whole time, unlike Billy. And so,
Beatrice.
yes, I feel comforted.
All right. So, Audi, you get a light die. Who are you going to give it to?
I'm gonna give it to Beatrice because even though I've never met her, I understand being a woman who gets their heart broken. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to her.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. And with our final scene of Act 1, Brian, where are you going?
I am going to. It's the next day, and I've managed to get Riley to agree to meet me for lunch, and I am going to try and get an explanation from her for why she did a thing that she doesn't know I know she did.
Okay.
It's a
see
convoluted ask, but I had to set it up so that you knew where I was going.
I know exactly where you're going. All right. Let's see it.
All right.
And
Hold on, I'm plugging in my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
So Riley walks into the restaurant, and Jason's already there. He gets up when she gets there, pulls out the chair for her.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna sit down and just
Can I get you?
be as awkward as possible.
Can I get you something to drink?
It's the water will be great right now.
He's very careful. He doesn't like hug her or try to make any kind of contact because he knows we're not there yet.
Very appreciated.
He's trying to get this right. And he's dressed a little nicer than usual.
Quiet.
So here we are. I think things are sort of going okay. I wanted to level with you. I told you part of the reason why I was here. That was absolutely true.
Uh-huh.
But I found some stuff out while I was working on this assignment. I've been in the R&D labs and
What are you doing in the R&D labs?
research for my client,
Okay.
who you may have heard of.
Oh.
Dr. Louis Schneider.
Okay.
Beatrice Louis Schneider.
I know of her.
All right. Well, some of what she wanted me to do was find incriminating photos of her husband, because she's convinced he's cheating on her.
Uh-huh.
And
Here because she thought he was cheating on her with me.
no.
No.
No, because he doesn't swing that way, and so
He doesn't, which is why it'd be a ridiculous reason.
exactly. But when I saw that the two of you were partners, I may have drawn the case out longer than I needed to, just to try
Uh,
it. I was trying to find a way to approach you and talk to you. But while I was in the lab,
Straightforward's a good way, not just hiding in the background.
well, things ended weird between us. I mean, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure how you were going to react to seeing me after all these years. And now I think I realize some of why.
Okay.
I did some research while I was in the lab. I had access to a lot more information than I'm used to having.
Okay.
Anything you want to confess? I'm thinking maybe some guilt has been eating at you all of these years because I know. I found out. I forgive you, but I want to hear it from you.
What are you talking about?
You are the one that set me up. I found the proof. I found the security footage that was archived by the CO. He pulled you aside. He told you that this was good, that would be your career. And he offered you a way out. He offered me up, and you took it.
And why, pray tell, would I have done that?
You wanted out of that rat hole every bit as much as I did. That was your ticket out, and you are
And I
great.
wanted us out together.
Yeah, but if it had to be just one of us getting out, would you have let me go and stayed behind?
Oh, we already know that answer, don't we?
We do. We do know that answer. I get it. I understand. I don't know why you did what you did, but I
I
understand that you didn't have a choice. But I need to hear it from you.
I didn't do that. Why? What?
And he pulls out an iPhone, puts it on the table, slides it forward, and says, "Press play. Go ahead. You know what you're going to see."
I don't know what I'm going to see. I'm not going to want something that's so incredibly not true.
He hits play, and it's footage of her uh, in the in one of the offices, rifling through some documentation, looking for test answers to prep for the exam. That's what I was accused of stealing. I was accused of cheating. That got me kicked out. We both know I didn't do it.
I'm just going to get up. I'm going to put this chair in and walk out.
He shouts after her, "I forgive you. I still love you. I just need to hear you say it." And she walks out the door. And scene.
You're muted, Maya.
I am muted. I think that did not go well for you.
It did not. It did not. She did
Really?
not admit to what she did.
So who are you going to give that dark die to?
I feel like that has to go to Beatrice because I kind of double crossed her there by revealing what I was really doing in an attempt to further my own personal goals, which was unethical of me, but we all know the kind of guy I am already. And
That's the game.
so I think that, yeah, she deserves that die.
Well,
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
So now we are going to go to intermission. And during intermission, we are going to incorporate some tilt elements, which are ways that we are going to make the game even crazier. And they are things that these fine players are going to have to incorporate. So I'm going to roll those up, and then we will be asking the chat for some advice while we go on a bathroom break. Welcome back, everyone, and a happy 4th of July. We are celebrating Independence Day with Fiasco, inspired by the film's Independence Day. We've had a stellar Act 1, and so now it's time for the second verse, which is the same as the first, a whole lot louder and a whole lot worse. We have two different tilt elements that we're going to be bringing in. One is innocence. Somebody is not so innocent after all, and failure. Stupid plan executed to perfection. So in Act 2, our players have to incorporate both of those tilt elements into their plan. At the end of Act 2, we'll go into the aftermath, and we'll see how our players fare. During this act, the only difference from the first is that players will keep their dice instead of passing them off to whoever they feel like. So let's get started with Atavistic's next scene.
All right. So this is going to be a couple days after that horrible fiasco of a dinner with Jerry. I'm going to be back in the dissection lab, and I'd like to speak with my private eye, Jason. We're gonna discuss everything that happened during that dinner, and hopefully come up with a plan to ruin Jerry so that I get everything that he owns in the settlement.
All right, let's see that.
All right, and I'm sitting at a table, kind of just digging through an alien corpse, not really paying much mind or attention, just angrily digging at this stuff. Detective Hunter, thank you for meeting me here. Sorry, whenever I get really, really upset, I go all in with my work. So give me a moment, and I'll wash up, and we can take this into my private office. Okay. Beatrice takes a second or two just to wash everything off, clean up her workstation, and we'll meet Jason and escort him to her office. Please have a seat. The reason I called you here today. Oh, looks like we're having some technical difficulties with Brian.
How's that? Is that any better?
That is a little bit better. As we discussed in the lab, you weren't really feeling comfortable sitting in there, so we've moved this little meeting to my office. I just want to fill you in on some information. I sat down with Jerry the other day, and he wants to file for divorce.
I understand. And I think I understand why. You weren't entirely forthcoming with me, were you?
No, I was not.
Riley was never really a candidate for the quote other woman unquote.
Right.
Well, it's all right.
We don't need to discuss that any further. But what we do need to discuss is how I can make sure with this divorce settlement that I take him for everything he owns.
And he holds up the envelope, the middle envelope, and he says, "With this. See, once I found out the missing piece of the story, I was able to uncover some evidence, shall we say." And he hands her the manila envelope, and she opens it, and inside there are a stack of black and white photos showing Jerry in various compromising positions with Dr. Dan Levinson, as played by Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Jason, this is perfect. I'll be able to take everything that Ingrid Neanderthal of a man, so-called man, has done to me.
And
the
best part is he's not going to want this to go public, so you can probably just get him to agree without even having to pay for a lawyer.
Right. Now, the only issue I see this having is Dr. Levinson, Mr. Goldblum, as people so lovingly call him around here. How do we make sure that he doesn't screw this up?
Well, I mean, he's been really busy. He's not going to come here. Uh, I mean, there's no reason for him to show up here at all. And and he's over at the ocean site where the alien probe was, trying to drill into the center of the Earth. He's investigating that, and Jerry's not going to want this to come out, so he's never even going to catch wind of it.
I mean, this is almost too good to be true right now. Is there any possible way that this can go wrong for us?
This, no, I can't see a single flaw in this plan. It's perfect.
Jason, you are well worth the price tag that I've paid. You're going to get a very substantial bonus after everything's settled in court.
I'm glad. And I'm glad that this is going to work out for you, Dr. Schneider, Louis Schneider.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hunter.
Or would you prefer to just go by Dr. Schneider now?
Do you know what? I think that has a better ring to it.
And he cocks his head and nods to her.
End scene.
Okay.
Oh no.
I think I got what I needed.
You did.
There he is. Found him.
There he is. We found him.
He has to be around here somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Is that
Oh,
plan stupid enough?
I don't know. Jerry, it is your turn.
I have been visiting Dr. Levinston,
Levinson.
happily known as Jeff Goldblum, which is what I call him. And we're lying down next to each other right now in bed.
Getting ready.
And my whole goal is to get him to murder Beatrice, to agree to murder Beatrice.
Jeff
Okay.
Goldblum. Why Jeff Goldblum?
Well, can't wait for this impression. Anyway.
Hyping it up all day. Okay.
Jeffy, you again, you just take my breath away. And I just can't believe how lucky I am to have found you.
Well, I think I'm lucky to have you.
Yeah. Being the hero that I am, I can imagine you wanting to be seen with me in public. And I'd like to make it official. You and I together.
I think we're both kind of heroes.
We are. And I think that's what first attracted me to you. I mean, beyond your rugged good looks and your gangly frame. But there's one problem. It's my wife. She's so spiteful and vindictive, and I just think she's going to try to take everything from me, everything, in this upcoming divorce that we have. I need your help.
Well, what do you need?
Well, she's always had a fascination with you and your studies and everything. And
rightly so.
Yes, I can see where the attraction would be there as well. I need you to kill her. Just take her out of the picture altogether. I've got it all planned out. This vial. Just slip this into her drink one night, take her to dinner, and it'll either kill her or turn into her llama, I'm not sure which, but it'll take her completely out of the picture. I need her dead. She's so vindictive. She's a hateful, spiteful woman, and she needs to be gone. I think she's a danger to the whole world, in fact, with her research. I think she's been actually trying to destroy the world.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
It doesn't. You would be a hero again, if only in our hearts. And then once she's out of the picture, we'll be free to follow our dreams together.
If you can give me proof, then I would be happy to help you.
Oh, I've got proof. I was just talking to her the other day. Well, and she let slip her diabolical plans. She went into this total monologue about the whole thing about conquering the earth, and it was almost like I was watching Pinky and the Brain. It was amazing, her whole plans on creating a whole new master race of aliens that will wipe out the earth, and she's planning on being the queen sitting on top.
Well, I love you, but
Of course. How could you not?
I need something more concrete. Maybe you just hear me out. Maybe we could hire a private investigator.
Oh, I've got just the one too. Oh yeah, I met him in a bar the other day, and I think I can make this work. In fact, let me give him a call real quick. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Shh, don't shh. Ring, ring. Jason, is this Jason? It's me, Lieutenant Commander Jerry Skids Lewis. We met in the bar the other day. You said you could help me out. You said you were a private investigator and everything, and that you could help me out. Well, this will help me kind of
Brian?
in a way get a guy.
Your mic is off again.
Turn it off. Yeah, hello.
Jason, is this Jason?
Yeah, it is. Who's this?
This is Lieutenant Commander Jerry Skids Lewis. We met in the bar the other day.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was gonna help you find a guy.
Yeah, and I need your help, and it's helping me get a guy. Make it permanent.
All right.
Could you help me with that?
Sure. What do you need?
I need you to find dirt on my wife. She's planning on creating a whole new alien race that's going to destroy the planet, and I need you to find this proof so that I can bring it to my new guy and take care of things and become the hero again.
So you want me to prove that your wife is? I'm sorry. It sounded like you had air quotes around that. Let me say it again. Your wife, and
Yes.
you want me to prove that she's up to no good, and that's going to help you land a man?
Yes, Dr. Beatrice Lewis Schneider.
Are you by
She's the one.
yourself?
What's that?
Are you alone right now?
Yes, I am.
All right. Because I was just curious. And you hear the faint clicking sound of a camera in the background.
Thank you. Can you do this for me?
Sure, I got your back.
Oh, I thought you didn't swing that way.
That's not what I mean. You keep misinterpreting
okay.
it, but let it go, okay?
All right. Thank you so much for your help.
You are very welcome. And Jason hangs up the phone, and we see him as the camera pulls out, sitting on the roof far away, the camera pointed in the direction of Jerry's quarters, holding the super high-powered camera.
I'll have your proof for you soon, Jeffy. I know. And then you can kill this terrible woman.
Well, that's great. All right, and scene. Was that I don't.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Chat, did that go well or poorly for him?
What was your
I
main
think-
goal again? To have him agree to kill Beatrice?
I wanted to convince him to kill my wife.
And he's
Which
not
you're
convinced.
He's not convinced yet.
Not yet. Okay.
All right, we're gonna give you a dark.
All right, I'll take a dark.
You get to keep it. All right, Alfie.
Not hearing you, Audi.
I think you're muted.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I'm never too far away from my best friend. So I kind of just walk into the room with a bag of chips where Jeff Goldblum and Skids are. And in my pajamas. And I need a little girl talk. I need them to help me figure out what to do with Jason. Because I don't know, man. My end goal is to get them to tell me to be like, no, he's a bad idea. Because that's what I want to hear. I want to hear just never talk to him again. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to walk into the room and sit myself on the belly. It's totally normal. Listen.
Hot eyes. Hi.
Hey.
You met Dr.
Jeff
Livingston.
Goldblum. I'm going to just sit down here. You don't mind, do you? Is everything fine?
Come on, girlfriend.
Oh, thanks.
Come join us. And I kind of scoot over and
I'm gonna
allow
lay
her to
right
kind of
next
get
to
in the
him.
middle of us.
I'm gonna lay right in the middle of him and Jeff Goldblum. Just lay there. Listen, I don't know about this Jason guy.
Who is
Jason?
Jason?
Thank you for asking, Jeff Goldblum. Jason is me and him. We grew up together. He was my first love and my last love. We were
You're talking about the guy we met in the bar the other day?
Yes. We went on a date yesterday.
Okay.
2 days ago. Yeah. In which he found out that I did some not so great things. Anyway, we're not going to go too deep into that.
Did you do those not so great things? What is it that you did?
Yes, but it was for a good reason. I didn't think he'd get kicked out.
You got him kicked out of the military?
Yeah.
That's terrible, Hot Eyes. I never saw this in you.
You don't, okay. We grew up in a very bad place. Like, there was death around every corner. I just needed to get out. I needed to get out and be alive and to help people like I do now. And he was
girlfriend, you've been so good at that
me.
too. Oh,
Thank you. I'm gonna kind of look at him. Oh,
should I leave you two alone?
No, Jeffy, no,
you
Jeffy.
You can stay here.
No,
anyway,
no.
I just don't know what to do because I think I still love him. But
well, hot eyes.
yes,
you know, love finds a way.
Yeah, and he said he still loved me. I have to admit what I did, but I can't look at his face and tell him that I'm the reason he never got out.
Does he know?
He knows. He confronted me. I left.
Maybe the best thing is to go back and admit what you've done. Because what you did was a bad thing. They're not going to kick you out. You're a national hero, almost as much as of a hero as I am.
That means so
much. And probably slightly more of a hero than Jeffy here. No offense, Jeffy.
Whoa, that's too much.
And
this man's a national treasure.
Well, he is a treasure, that's for sure.
Oh, you guys are so cute. Anyway, so you think I should admit it?
You once gave me advice that there's only comes real love once, and you need to follow your heart.
And
I'm feeling like such a hypocrite right now.
And I'll find love like you and Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, you will. Oh, Jeff.
You will one day be part of something special.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Oh.
It's not what I wanted to hear, but I guess it's what I needed to hear.
Oh, Hot Eyes, make it happen. Make it happen. You go, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna jump up and like, yeah, I can do it. I'm gonna run out of the room and realize I don't know where Jason is, so I'm gonna text him. And just say,
Jeffy, you're so wonderful. And I leap into his arms.
I'm just going to text Jason, I'm sorry, and just send that. And that's all I'm going to say.
Right. And scene. What was? I can't even remember what you were trying to accomplish.
I wanted you guys to tell me to leave
To
him.
dump him.
To dump him.
Well, that
burn
is
the
not at all
bridge.
what
That's
happened.
not what happened.
There was no way I was breaking my relationship with Jason there.
So that did not go well for
Did
you.
not go. I mean,
All
it's nice, but also not what I wanted.
All right, and now
I think as we come to the end of the first lap of Act Two, I feel like the logical next scene has to be between Jason and Riley. It has to.
that is true. All right,
And
let's see it.
so Jason has gotten her text, and he um, has agreed to meet her, and he's trying to get her to take him back.
Okay. And
So this time he goes and he meets her outside her quarters, and
She's standing outside. She looks kind of like she's been crying a little bit because she has.
and he comes out and he runs up to her and he takes her hands in his,
She doesn't pull away this time.
and he says, "You know what? It doesn't matter." He says,
It does matter. I hurt you.
"But I got out. I didn't get out the way I wanted to, but I got out. We both got out. That's what matters, right?"
Yeah.
And he goes down on one knee and he says, "You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips." And he goes into the "You've lost that love and feeling" that Jerry tried to pull on him earlier.
That's my favorite song.
And he stands up and
He's crying again. This is full on crying at this point.
he sweeps her up into his arms, officer and a gentleman style, because we're going for all the military cliches right here.
So you're not horribly mad at me.
I couldn't stay mad at you. I've missed you all these years.
Maybe we can try again.
I think we can make this work.
Don't kiss me right now though, because that's gonna be too cliche.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Good. We'll work up to that.
Why don't you head inside and I'll grab a bottle from the car and we'll just go and drink and talk all night.
Sounds like a good plan.
And he squeezes her shoulder and watches her go in.
When I go in, I'm gonna text Skids, be like, "I'm going on a date," with like 10 emoji smiley faces.
And as she's inside with that, he pulls out her phone and texts Beatrice and says, "Heads up, things have escalated. You're gonna need to take some action. Meet me in the morning." And he flips the phone closed, grabs the bottle of wine that he had in his car, and heads into Hot Eye's quarters.
all right.
And scene.
I think that went well for you.
I
So
think that went very well.
Yeah. I don't
True
think it could have
love
gone
finds
better.
a way.
That's right. Love, like Jeff Goldblum says, love finds a way.
love finds a way.
Like a great man, Jeff Goldblum once told me.
All right. Now we are going into the final round. Atavistic, your last scene, what would you like to do?
Last scene. Well, obviously, after getting that text from my private eye, I've got to meet him in the morning. For my goal is, instead of having to take care of something, try and convince him to use his newfound relationship with Riley to convince her to carry out whatever dastardly plan he has in mind.
Okay.
All right.
Dr. Schneider, thank you for meeting with me.
Mr. Hunter, I'm so happy that you were able to reach out to me. What was it that you wanted to discuss?
There's been what I can best describe as an alarming development, and a surprising one as well. And he hands her another manila envelope.
before she opens it is, will this work in our favor or against us?
Oh, it'll still work in your favor. I just feel like you need to be careful right now. Uh,
Wow.
Jerry contacted me last night.
Oh. And
He's
Beatrice will open the envelope this time.
and this time she gets photos of Jerry and Levinson that look slightly different, and she realizes that the other ones were probably doctored, but these look authentic.
Mr. Hunter, how did you get these?
Well, let's just say that that clearance that you gave me access to a few extra resources to make this happen. But I need to know one thing: whose side are you on?
What do you mean?
With your research, what are you really trying to do?
Protect the human race. Obviously. I
Okay.
mean, we've been fighting these things for 20 years.
I
We've
just
been
needed.
prepping for their attacks.
I apologize for that. I needed to hear you say it. I can sense when someone's lying, and I needed to make sure, because Jerry wants me to trump up some evidence that you are conspiring against the human race. I can't think of why, but it doesn't bode well for you. I think you're in danger.
That stupid idiot. He has no idea what I even do on a day-to-day basis, and it's definitely not plotting the end of the universe. Anyway, there was one thing I wanted to discuss with you.
Okay.
You know, so my husband, soon to be ex-husband, thankfully, spends a lot of his time with his co-pilot, Riley Hot Eyes, whatever her last name is. Nobody even cares.
It's Elliot. I mean, I bet.
Well, I mean, I'd expect you to know because you've been stalking my husband. Or, I mean, doing your job,
Yes.
trying to find all the information you can.
And she
Well-
catches a kind of faraway look in his eyes when he's talking about Riley.
Regardless of anything, I feel like we can try and manipulate Miss Riley into helping us achieve the end goal of taking everything from Jerry.
Well, we've already got everything we need to take everything from Jerry. You don't need
More-
anything else.
More as a last-ditch effort. I'm not just wanting his stuff at this point. I want his life. He's ruined mine. And so at this point, I don't feel like he deserves his.
Well, I don't think we need Riley for that. I have an
think we
idea.
do.
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
He wants me to give evidence that shows that you are a traitor, right?
Right.
What if I give him evidence in a sealed manila envelope, and when he gives it to whoever he's planning on using it with, because obviously he can't do anything with it, so he's got to have someone working with him, they open it and find evidence that he's the traitor.
Hmm.
Riley wouldn't
I like
factor
it.
into that because she doesn't know about this transaction.
That makes sense.
So it makes more sense for me to do it and just keep her out of this.
So forget Hot Eyes completely and let
Yeah.
him be his own downfall.
Absolutely. I mean, after all, based on the information that I now know, she was never really a factor.
Mr. Hunter, I'll agree with you on this one.
Good.
I feel like we can make it work.
All right, I'll go back to the R&D lab and I'll whip up just what Jerry needs.
Perfect, Mr. Hunter. You will be seeing a very sizable bonus hit your account.
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Schneider.
End scene.
Okay,
So
I think
I didn't get what I wanted to have Riley be a part of all this. So I
that
think
is
that's
true.
technically a dark.
I successfully
All right.
I successfully protected my lady love.
All right. Jerry,
All right. I desperately need to get this proof. And so I have set up a meeting with Jason Hunter, and my whole goal is to get the proof I need to bring to Jeffy.
Okay.
Okay. So I ring, 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 ring.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, Jason, did you get what I need?
Oh, you are not gonna believe what I have found on her. You were
I
right.
knew you'd be able to. She's an evil, vindictive. Oh, I
Uh,
can't wait
I don't know
to
how you
see her
stayed
get what
married
she
to her
needs.
so long. I don't know how you did it.
It
You,
was brutal
you,
these
sir,
last
are a
few
national
years.
hero. That's what you
I
are.
am. I'm so glad that you recognize that. And we need to meet. Let me get that, and we can go.
Okay, but I need to know, who is this information going to? Because this is sensitive information, and you could be endangered just possessing it.
Oh, I don't. Do I dare?
Have I ever, in our entirety of our relationship, steered you wrong? Have I ever not done right by you?
You did break my heart.
But I let you down easy.
You did. I have to give you that. It's Dr. Levinson.
Dr. Levinson.
Yes.
Have him.
He's he would be able to disseminate the evidence and bring it forth. He also being a national hero.
All right. Is he with you right now? Do you want me to head over with the proof?
Head over with the proof. He's not with me, but I can give him a call, see if I can get him over here.
Okay. You call him, I'll head over.
Excellent. We'll see you soon, and thank you so much, Jason.
Absolutely. I'm glad I could
I
help.
love you. I mean, thank you. Hang up. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Oh, you're muted there.
Well, hello.
Jeffy, guess what? I got the proof.
Well, just send it my way, and
Well, can you come meet me? Come meet me. It's important that you come and meet me. I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
I needed to give you the poison and everything, and
yeah, yes. Where would you like to meet?
well, just over at the barracks.
Right. I'll be right over.
Excellent. We'll see you in a bit. Click. Oh, I love you. Oh, dang it. I text him real quick. I love you.
And scene. Well, we know it didn't go well for you.
But how do we know? Maybe
But you, what was your goal going into this?
being able to procure the evidence.
And you did that, so
Does he
did.
have the
I think
evidence? I don't know. It's a gray area because I mean he's so.
I'm gonna say you got what you.
Thank
Did
you.
you
Alright.
clear the evidence as far as you know?
Okay.
All right.
I'm on mute, right? Yeah, okay.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna do a scene with Jeff Goldblum. I'm gonna catch him before he gets to Skids.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish?
I am going to try and make sure Skids doesn't get hurt at all. Because when my wonderful maybe boyfriend fell asleep in my room, I went through his things and found some doctored photos of my friend.
Oh, they weren't doctored though. Those were authentic.
Well, yeah, those. I want to get those. I want to get the photos that he had.
Okay.
And my goal is to make sure Skids is all right in the end of this whole divorce thing.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm gonna catch him. Ha, sir, sorry. Can I talk to you real quick? I promise. 10 seconds.
It's Hot Eyes, right?
That yes, thank you for remembering. That's extremely flattering. Um, I
Anytime.
I just need to I need to make sure Skids is gonna be all right.
Oh,
You know the whole divorce thing that's going on right now, right? I'm assuming he told you
yes,
everything.
yes, I am aware.
And you remember the boy I was very stupidly crying about a couple other day. That went well, by the way. That's all good. He might not trust me after this, but
Well, congratulations.
oh, thank you. I found these. I'm gonna hand him the photos that I found.
Oh, those are those are quite graphic.
Yeah. I'm scared that his soon-to-be ex-wife is going to use these to hurt him.
Well, I know the situation, and
I
I'm
just
trying my best to be there for him.
I just know sometimes he does some drastic things, and I just don't want to make sure that he's not making you do anything drastic.
I'm doing my best to be there for him and help him.
I'm glad. I appreciate you, Jeff Goldblum.
You you don't have anything to worry about.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Just take care of him. He's a good guy. I
I'm
think they're him and his wife. They're both good people. They just don't know what guess they're doing.
I'm on my way to help him right now. So
Oh, great.
I'll
Okay.
see you around, Hot Eyes.
I'll see you around.
And he walks.
Bye. And I'm just gonna let him go. And then, yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah.
So what was the end goal there?
The end goal was to make sure that Jeff Goldblum's gonna help Skids be okay.
Well, sounds like a light die to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yay!
you got what you wanted.
Yay! Jeff Goldblum to the rescue. And hopefully Jason doesn't look in his bag and realize things are missing.
All right. So the last die is wild. So you are not going in our last scene of this game. You are not going to be forced into either a good or bad results. But Brian, why don't you wrap us up with the
That's
final
right.
scene?
That's right. This scene just goes whichever way it goes. And so this is going to be a scene with Riley. And this is the goal is to get her to agree to marry him. So, um, having spent the night, she went through his stuff. He doesn't know that, of course, but so, uh, you know, the next day, she comes back from her meeting with Goldblum, and he's sitting there on the edge of the bed, and he looks like he's really deeply in thought. Hey,
Hey.
so I've been thinking, which is never a good thing to do, but
From past experience, yes.
here we are, and world's almost ended a couple times since we've been kids. May end a third one. Planets joining this whole resistance thing, according to the president and Levinson and all of that stuff. And
It's
yeah,
God, we live in a weird world.
we do. And tomorrow is just uncertain. But I feel I gotta get some things straight. Your partner, Jerry, you guys are close. I mean, I don't mean like weird close or anything like that. I'm not trying to insinuate anything.
Where
Um,
he's my best friend and we share a dog. Nothing weird about that.
No, no, absolutely not. And his soon-to-be ex-wife, uh, they're both very driven people, but I don't think either of them is as good as you think they are. And
No. Why do you say that?
well, Jerry asked me to frame his wife for something.
He did what?
He asked me to frame his wife because she told him she was going to try and get everything in the divorce. And then I took some pictures of him and Levinson, and that was going to help her
You
case.
took, yeah.
It's, uh, it was like the
I
last.
know.
You do.
So you know I'm not really good with trusting people. I have really bad trust issues. Um, so when you were sleeping, I wasn't fully convinced of what you were telling me, so I went through your stuff
Oh,
and I found the photos.
that tracks.
And I'm not gonna like blame you for anything. I'm not gonna. You're just doing your job.
Do I get points for coming clean before I knew you knew?
There are some points there. Yes, you
And
do have some points there.
I'm telling you because I know that he's important to you, and I'm at a crossroads right now. And he kind of holds up the envelope.
Uh huh.
I
What's in the
delivered.
envelope?
He wanted me to fabricate proof that she was a traitor. She was paying me to fabricate proof that he's a traitor. I give this to him. He gives it to Levinson. His career is ruined. If I don't get the bonus at the end. But none of that matters to me nearly as much as you. And if you don't want me to do it, I just tear this up right now and hang the
I
consequences.
don't want you to lie.
And he takes the envelope and he goes, shh, as soon as she says that. He says, I don't know what's going to happen to me because of this. That Dr. Schneider, she's a scary woman. But
I'm not going anywhere this time. So I'll make sure you're safe.
he says, that brings me to the thing that I've been thinking about.
Okay.
Tomorrow is not guaranteed, especially with the way the world is, especially with the kind of people that I've been messing with. Riley Elliott, will you marry me? And he goes down on one knee and he pulls a less impressive than he wants to ring from his pocket, but it looks like something that he has had for a very, very long time. The box is dusty and beat up, and he's probably had it since they were in the academy together.
She's gonna look at it, look at the torn envelope, and then look at him. Just promise we won't end up like Skids and Beatrice.
I will never let that happen.
Then yes.
And he puts the ring on her finger, and they embrace, and scene.
All right.
Yay!
That
Happy for you.
concludes
Excellent.
our final scene.
Maximum
this
tragedy.
game. Our final dice counts are atavistic with 3 light dice and 2 dark dice. Wolfgarin with 2 of each. Audi with 2 light dice and 1 dark die. I can never get it right. And Brywai with 2 of each. So now everyone's going to roll their dice and subtract the light from the dark, and we'll end up with a light or dark number that will determine their fate. So atavistic, what did you get?
I got a total of light 3.
All right, so a light 3 is grim. The stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed, and you are missing a piece or two. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin. Wolfgarin.
I ended up with dark 2.
Brutal. Wounds that will never heal, for starters. Stuff sawed off, blown off, or burned off on your way to grand failure. Kiss whatever you care about goodbye. You may die. You may not. Audi.
I got light 7.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Weak. Hey, you're busted, beat, and broke down, but at least you've learned a lesson about human greed and frailty, right? It'll serve you well in prison, which is where you're probably headed.
Oh.
And Brywai.
Light 1.
Woo! Dreadful. You are certainly dead, probably from a self-inflicted wound. People you care about are also probably dead, maybe through your own stupid, ugly failure. To say that you fucked up is an insult to your fuck upness. You have redefined the truth. So now we are going to transition into the aftermath, where each of our players is going to act out their ending through a series of scenes. Each die that they have will represent one of their scenes in their aftermath. It's not quite even, so Atavistic is going to both be the first and last scene, and Audi Mike, you're going to have one less scene than everybody else. But each of your dice will represent one scene that adds up to your epilogue, to your failure. So let's get that aftermath kicked off.
All right. So we're going to first start off with a light die. This is Beatrice sitting in the courtroom with a very obvious smirk across her face, with her now ex-husband sitting directly across from her. The judge has finalized that there was some serious misconduct on Jerry's part, and has awarded Beatrice any and all of his assets. Just smiling and laughing.
Okay, this is Jerry sitting across from his wife in a courtroom, having just, using one of my dark dice, lost everything that meant anything to me, and feeling in ruin and everything, and just staring at her with shooting daggers out of my eyes. And that's where I'm at.
All right, I'm gonna use one of the light die, and this is Riley planning her wedding, and just being really happy. She's still there for Skids and helps him when she needs to, but she's more focused on her relationship and making the best wedding she can at the moment.
Light die here. This is Jason. He is trying really hard to turn over a new leaf and be a better person. He's tapped into his savings, his bank accounts, and has been funneling as much resources as he can into giving Riley the storybook wedding that she has always wanted, and is studiously avoiding both Beatrice and Jerry, because he doesn't want to deal with the reckoning of either of those, and is just blissfully happy in the fact that he and Riley got out and made it.
All right, back up here. We're going to do my second light die. Here's Beatrice walking hand in hand with Dr. Dan Levinson, also known as Jeff Goldblum. Happy as she's ever been, knowing that she can truly be her true self with this wonderful, wonderful man. Hoping that everything will be happily ever after, just like it is now.
Okay, using one of my light die, before this happens, with this is a before scene, is me lying in bed with my Jeffy, and just saying, I'm so glad you're here to console me and to bring me some light out of the darkness that has become my life. I don't know what I would do without you. I just don't know what I would do.
Use the next light die. This is Riley the day after her wedding, standing on a balcony at some ridiculous cliche island, holding Jason's hand. And she's just like, you know what? We're going to be okay. Life's going to be great.
Dark die.
Oh, no.
This is Jason, and old habits die hard, and he's gotten a tip on an assignment, and when they're back at base, he starts snooping around without letting Riley know, because he knows she would be disappointed in him, and is taking pictures of Dr. Schneider and Levinson. And in the process of taking these pictures, he discovers Dr. Levinson is not what he appears to be. He is, in fact, an alien. and is a danger to us all. And Jason realizes that he has to do something about it. Not for money, not for anything, just because it's the right thing to do.
Okay. We're gonna go with a dark die. A few months after this entire story that Jeff Goldblum is actually, in fact, an alien, Beatrice is sitting in prison, wondering how all this good has happened, and then immediately everything was taken away from her, especially her wonderful, wonderful Jeffy, who has turned out to be the menace to this entire story.
Okay, this is Jerry, having felt the ruin of his life, but still going with the light die, being one of the few remaining fighter pilots, naval aviators left in the world, climbing into the cockpit of his jet with his trusty Hot Eyes radio operator in the back on a final mission to destroy the new alien menace that is now hovering above the planet.
Oh no. This is a dark die. And this is Riley jumping into the plane, ready to take on the world, happy as can be, when something goes horribly wrong and the plane goes down and Riley is lost in the middle of the ocean. And no one knows where she went. She's gone.
And do you have a light or a dark left for your last one?
There's nothing left. That's it.
Oh, that was it?
Riley's gone, guys.
I'll go light die here, I guess. This is Jason, who has just sent his wife off on her mission, kissed her goodbye, wished her luck, and gone back in to try to do some cleaning in the apartment, the quarters, just to kind of keep himself mentally occupied and just so that he can be distracted because he knows what a dangerous and scary mission this is. And as he's cleaning, a little plastic strip falls out of the trash, and he picks it up, and there's a little plus sign on it. She's pregnant and she hasn't told him yet. He quickly stashes it so that he can protect the secret for her so that she can tell him when he's ready, but a little tear goes down his cheek.
Oh, man.
Riley's on like an island or anything. She's fine, guys. I promise.
I
You did have the best outcome of anyone, so you might not be dead.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
All right, so this is going to be my light die, my final light die. After being released from prison and seeing the alien menace come towards me, I realized I did have a higher calling. My purpose was to be the queen, and so I reunite with my wonderful alien lover, Jeffy, and have become the queen of this armada of these alien invaders, and we will destroy this pitiful planet of Earth and wipe everything off of it.
Oh no.
This is my final dark die. We launched successfully, seeing this menace that is about to destroy the Earth. And we fly bravely, dodging left, dodging right, shooting down the aliens that are attacking, and fly right up the anus of the mothership, and dodging throughout and going and getting to the point where I can destroy the menace that is there before me, and coming to realize that it's Jeffy and Billy there together, which is just another grasp of my heart, causing me so much pain. But I fire off the salvo and escape going through. We're able to make it out and everything. And suddenly something blasts out our first engine. and we go tumbling through the sky. I pull the ejector, and I never see Hot Eyes again.
My last dark die. This is Jason. Somehow, Billy and Levinson survived. They ejected from the mothership and shot down Hot Eyes and Skids. And Jason has found them. And Levinson says that he knows the truth because he can read my mind. And he says that he's going to find my wife and my unborn child, and he's going to ensure that they are dead before he finishes taking the planet. And Jason knew it was going to come to something like this. Says, not this time. And he pulls a grenade out of his pocket, pulls the pin, and drops it on the floor, blowing himself and Jeff Goldblum to Kingdom Come
Killed Jeff Goldblum.
to save his
All
wife
right.
and his unborn child.
Avistic, our
Aw.
final aftermath.
The final dark die of the game. Seeing my beloved king, my rock, my heart, Jeff Goldblum, being blown to smithereens by this pitiful, grotesque nothingness of a man, vow my vengeance upon this earth after our entire armada is destroyed. Continue to roam the planet for years and years to come, hiding in isolation, plotting that to one day become either ruler of this earth or die trying. Ending in sadness and aloneness.
And that is how Independence Day 2.5 ends. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a happy and safe 4th of July. Blow some stuff up for us in the name of Fiasco. Quick reminder of our upcoming events. We've got Friday, a very special one-shot taking the place of Web of Lies. On Saturday, we're doing a non-alcoholic version of Dread for our underage players. And next week's Fiasco will be Vampire.
And Chosen Family on Monday.
And we'll have Chosen Family on Monday and Something Wicked on Tuesday. So we have things every day. You can always come and watch and hang out in our Plaster Dragon Tavern. You can also hang out with us in our Discord. And remember, please give us a follow and tell your friends to also give us a follow because we are just a few followers away from our next giveaway. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a happy 4th of July, and we will see you later.